Good morning, Bhargav. It's Friday, the 19th of May. Here's the heads up brief for today. For the Southeast Asia production, we covered 14 issues. North Asia, we covered 6, and for Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 10. In South Asia, we covered 15 issues, plus the major issues in Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Hey, Uday, can we move on to the major issues?
Yeah. In Thailand, the political uncertainty is intensifying over concerns that the Shinawatra party will seek to sabotage the ruling coalition, which it said it will join, to basically put itself back into power. Now, this comes as there is a split in the Senate. At least 13 or 14 senators have said that they will support the Move Forward Party's nomination for prime minister.
All right, so more Thai political drama continues. Thank you.
Yeah. In Indonesia, also a bit of political drama. The Islamist group said that they will protest in Jakarta over the coming days if a British band is allowed to perform in the country later this year. They're basically saying that the band promotes LGBT and atheism. Now, this comes ahead of the 2024 elections, and these kind of issues are something that serves the Islamist groups, gives them a lot of populist appeal when it comes to elections. So they're trying to regain their footing at this moment after being pretty much decimated by the government in the last few years.
Thank you. That's interesting.
Now, in Myanmar, according to the UN, the military government has imported weapons worth over 1 billion since the takeover in February 2021. The report claimed that most of the weapons were Russian and Chinese, and Singapore was a major banking hub through which the weapons and their funds flowed through.
It doesn't surprise me that most of the weaponry comes from China or Russia. And we need to also look into whether they were made or assembled in Myanmar, or were they shipped in parts and then assembled in neighboring countries. That's interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Moving over to South Asia and Pakistan, there's raids planned at Imran Khan's residence today. Authorities have said that they will send a delegation with around 400 police personnel to arrest suspected terrorists at Saman Park in Lahore.
Yes, so everybody who is against the army or the government apparently gets termed as a terrorist, irrespective of their legitimate membership as a political party. So I guess that's just a typical political Pakistani drama.
Yeah. In India, regarding the Manipur issue, the central government and BJP-led Manipur government is saying that the ethnic violence in Manipur was basically not over the scheduled tribe status to the Métis community, but it was sparked by a crackdown on illegal Myanmar migrants who were involved in the drug trade. Now, this goes against what the Kuki communities have been saying and against a statement from 10 Manipur MLAs yesterday, which said they have lost faith in the BJP government.
This is a complex issue. The government is adding a spin to it, both central and the state government, being ruled by the BJP, is trying to deflect the issue. Now, it is not to say that the issue what they have raised is not legitimate. We have discussed at length the complex situation along the India-Myanmar porous border, how the tribal communities are split by the international border in this region. So the issue of illegal migration as well as drug trade is a reality, and they're trying to use that to their own advantage. And we can't even dismiss their operation to curb down the drug trade, because BJP has been claiming to be tough on law and order.
Right. And lastly, tensions between Iran and Afghanistan are rising after Tehran accused Kabul of limiting the flow of water into Iran through the Helmand River. Iran has warned of severe consequences if the water flow is not back to the levels it wants.
We were expecting something similar when Taliban took over about a year and a half ago, and it is coming into fruition recently. There have been quite a few saber rattling on both sides. Iran is very circumspect on how it deals with the resurgent Taliban along the border areas. There have been quite a few reports of skirmishes as well. So we'll have to watch out how this evolves. I do not expect this to escalate beyond a certain point.
Right. And lastly, in Europe, regarding the Russia-Ukrainian conflict, UK and Norway will work together to counter undersea threats. And this comes as the US and G7 countries are set to announce a new set of sanctions on Russia.
Interesting. Thank you.
That's a brief for today, Bhargav. Anything else from you?
Nothing else from my end there. Thank you.